Have to worry about getting counter-artied. I'm guessing he went for the little island, and he's just dumb or something. I don't know. Looks like this flank's gonna be a wash. Yeah, camo doesn't do anything against counter battery, and it's, as soon as you shoot, you're revealed anyway, and you usually have to turn to try and protect yourself. It's just the only reason a lot of people run it isn't because it's useful. It's because it's the only thing that's like marginally useful. There's nothing else that's at all useful for artillery. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why would you stop? This is a stomp, so I guess this is going to be like a 0 damage game for me. See if I can blast some of these blitzes from across the map. Guys are a little far away, but I gotta do it if I want to make some damage. Please go in. Oh, delicious. The RNG's feeling my pain here. He's like, yeah, I know, you got one of those stomp games. I'll just give you a free mutz. Next IS-2, unless your friend in the mutz makes himself a better target. Oh, what? He actually juked me. I tarried this facket up. What? Alright. Well, apparently the T29 has tarried this facket up teams. I don't know. Should have aimed at this IS-2. He's making himself quite an enticing target. He's kind of sitting here. No, don't back up, you whore. Yeah, damn. Well, I got one shot in, and it was the 800 damage kill. I need to change my title. There we go. One game in the well, my STA1's stock, but I could have a go at the STA2. I'm not sure how good it would be with all these mutzes running around, but actually probably be better than anything else. I'd be able to pen them pretty easily. Oh boy, we got a blacklisted guy here. really sure where I go on this side of the map is this tank. There aren't a lot of good, like, close-range hold-down spots. That's the problem. Yes, this is the STA 1.5. Because in practicality, it performs like a half-upgraded STA 1, if I am correct. Which I don't mind too much. It's still pretty good. You get some nice soft stats to make up for that. Like, the gun handling is ridiculous. Wow, that was a very poorly aimed shot. This is dangerous, what I'm doing here. This could cost me a lot of hit points. Oh, that's a T30. That's what I'm talking about. That could have cost me half my hit points. He wasn't ready for me, so I got lucky. Saw my life flash before my eyes when that T30 got spotted. This is what I'm talking about, though. You can just kind of shoot and scoot real quick. Ow. That's the proto. Was not happy about what I did to him. The Mutz is angry because I shot my heat round at him. The heat round was for the T28, but... Oh, that guy took a big hit. Had to be Arty. I can really do here, because I poked the hill, all these guys are waiting for me. Let's see what's going on over here. Go over that hill, whatever's back there is going to shoot at me. Yeah, not a good map for this tank. I just made spotting assistance. Alright. That's one of the reasons you run optics. I find that I make a lot of spotting assistance without even trying. Just because, you know, I'll be running around and I'll spot something because I have such a high view range. And next thing you know, I've got free XP and silver, basically. Ow. You little shit. Maybe I can bait him out. Oh, fuck me. No. Ow. Jesus. Why? Alright, I am in quite a bad position now, actually. A lot of tanks that are very horny and want to kill me. Get out of my way, get out of my way. Okay, we could have killed that guy there, but you were in my way. Good job, thank you. Now I'm fucking dead. Fucking bent. Pretty sure that T30 right there was fucking dead, and the scent blocking me let him live. Because that guy was below my average alpha, so there was a good chance I would have hit him and pen him and killed him. And that would have been a big kill for our team, but now we've lost. Whatever. Yeah, but like I said, not a great map for the STA2. Too much long-range sniping. It's much better at close range, you know, doing close range flanking maneuvers and things like that. A map like that, you either need to be able to snipe or go hull down safely, and it can't really do either, so. Yeah, Super Proshik's a pretty good tank. Haven't played mine much after the guide, just because, you know, I play a lot of games in a row for to get the footage for those guides, and so I kind of get sick of the tanks when doing that. But it's a pretty good tank. It's I would actually say it's borderline overpowered right now, at least in pubs, you know. But it's a good buy. And you know what? It's probably a good tank against all these mutzes, so this could end well for me. Well, you don't really want to brawl with the T2064 like you would with heavies. Like, you can't sit in front of a heavy and expect to brawl it for a sustained amount of time with this, because if you sit there and keep showing up in the same spot repeatedly, then they're just going to focus down your weak spots. And no matter which way you angle this tank, you're always going to have a weak spot showing. So that's not really an option. So, you know, like I said in the guide, what you do at the beginning is you just kind of, you chill for the, you know, you chill at the start if they're all clustered up and you don't think you can charge anyone. You just kind of chill, you stomp on tanks who can't hurt you, you know, you do flanking assistance, or, you know, you sit behind a big heavy and, you know, prevent people from coming around him. And then later, when you can single people out and just, you know, point your front at them and charge them, that's when you go after people who can hurt you. Like, if I meet the T-34 on this flank, I might have a little trouble here. But I'm going to play really aggressively because the majority of their team are squishy mediums, and, you know, everything else is just tiers lower than me. But if I come up against the T-34, I might have a little trouble. So I might have to hang back and just wait for my teammates and I to slowly work him down. I'm thinking he's on this flank too, because he hasn't shown up on the other flank yet. Hard. Not fast. Yep, there he is. Way back there too. Ow. I didn't think he was aiming at me. I didn't even think he could see me. But he's moving in now, so I'm going to have shots at his side. I can load AP. Fucking dead. Fortunately, it looks like the rest of my team is as well. Oh. panicked there. I thought he was going to shoot me back for a second. Now, this guy has snipers back there, and we're in a pretty tenuous position. If I charge this guy, then his friend in the mutts back there is going to be able to shoot me on the side. So, I'm going to need my allies to go in with me if I want to charge this guy. And it looks like I have a scout going around, so they'll probably draw the most fire. Oh, this guy's fucking dead. What? Kill this crowd. Ow. I think the team fed a little too much. I don't think we can win this now. Now they're just going to come over from the other side there. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. Did that go through? The sides of this are so thin. You probably did. Whoa, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. I tried, I really did. Yeah, too many people fed on the other flank. But I think I still did a good deal of damage there. Yeah, 2,600 damage. So even on a loss, I made 2,600 damage. With a team like that, we should have lost a lot more decisively, I think. They only lost like 5 people. So if I was in a weaker tank, and if I was a shitty player, then I think that would have been a very nearly a clean wipe. Oh well, I tried, sort of, kind of, a little bit. But I think it does show how strong this tank is, even on a loss, Probably shouldn't be playing so many tier 8s. Well, I shouldn't be playing anything that gets with these mutzes, except for like maybe I should bring my E100 out. I don't know why I'm not. Yeah, I think I'll bring my E100 out next, because, I can imagine how fun that'll be. Just driving up to mutzes and blapping them in the face for 750 damage. Well, how do I get so many snapshots off? I did get a little lucky that last game, although the Super Pershing does have, like most American tanks and most American base tanks, it does have really good gun handling. So I you know, a lot of times people will a lot of times people will hold back on the snapshots just because they're like, oh, I'll never make that. But I take any shitty shot I can take, because any shot you don't take, you miss. So, and you know, sometimes you get lucky and you get a bunch of easy damage like that. And that's another reason I'm running vents on this, is because you just get that little bit more of accuracy and reduced spread on the move. So that all comes in handy. I don't make spotting a priority with this tank because you just want to drive into people's faces and start shooting, basically. Pretty shots, I can poke up. Or, yeah, see, like that even wasn't that bad of a snapshot, and it just whiffed completely. That one went in, so... That's another thing about the American guns, is again, they have a great rate of fire. So, like, there's no real commitment to firing. You can fire, and then another seconds later, you'll have another shot, and it doesn't matter, so... You don't really need to worry about missing shots with an American gun. You will not get any excellent snapshots in the CDC. Do not troll him like that, friend. Not unless you are the luckiest French motherfucker on the face of the planet, you will not get any good snapshots in that tank. Not what that tank is good at. Like this here, I'm depending on a heavy amount of RNG to make these shots worth my while. This distance, I can't really count on them going in. Oh, another thing I probably should have mentioned is I have a ridiculously good crew on this tank. That's probably important to mention, because this is my Brad Pitt Fury crew, and I have played the shit out of the Fury. I played the shit out of this tank, so I have a very strong crew on here. I think they've got like Brothers in Arms, full snapshot. They've got a lot of stuff going on, so. This is not how you play a super Pershing. He's hiding in the back. Disgusting. I'm gonna show him some true American courage. Fuck. I mean, the thing about snapshots is, you know, just take as many as you can and you'll eventually hit them. And that's why I put so much emphasis on skills and equipment that improves gun handling in my videos. You know, I'm always about snapshot, Brothers in Arms, vert stabs. Being able to make those snapshots can make a huge difference in the game. No, it's not on safe mode. I just chose the scheme because I prefer it. Do I get Arty kill? Nice. Game wasn't even close. Now this is Windows 7. I'll say it again. It's Windows 7. I just prefer to use the old gray Windows scheme. That's just my personal preference. I don't like the arrow scheme. It's too big. It's too rounded off. I just don't like it. And I'm surprised I'm still maintaining such a high win rate in this tank. Like, I don't know how I've gone 143 games with a 66% win rate. That's just crazy. Oh, another thing. I'm going to keep rambling on about the snapshot thing. Another thing, and a lot of people surprisingly don't know about this, but, where is it? Here it is. Enable server reticle. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't have turned on, but you must absolutely have this setting turned on, because all of the aiming, all of the, all that, everything's done server side. And the client side reticle is a lot smoother, but it doesn't show you where your tank is actually aiming. Where your tank is actually aiming is usually, about a half a second after where you think it's aiming, or where you are aiming right now. It's usually half a second slower or something than the client-side reticle. So, turn on the server-side reticle. It takes a little getting used to. It's, like I said, it's laggy. There's a little bit of lag in the response time, but once you get used to it, it helps a lot. Yeah, here's something talking about crews. When I give my guides, I talk a lot about dropping skills. Because what you want to do is, when you're training a skill, you want to train on when you're training one of these things, you want to train on a skill. A skill is something that comes in progressively. It's something that, even when it's at 50%, 25%, it still takes some effect, just not its full effect. That way you get something. And then when you are finished training it, like say if I wanted to put on Jack of all trades when I finish training repairs here. So once that gets to 100%, I'd go here and I'd reset. And you really have to use the gold option here if you don't want to end up losing a lot of experience. But you can use the silver, but you'll lose some of your experience in doing that. And you go there, it'll wipe all your skills and perks out, and then you can set them all back here. So I would have to put in Brothers in Arms again, I put in Sixth Sense, and then I put in Jack of all trades, and then I'd start training something like repairs or, camo, if that's the sort of tank I'm in. But that's the best way to train your crews. I know people who will train, like, they'll start out with Brothers in Arms, and the thing that sucks about that is they're getting absolutely nothing until every single crew member has fully trained Brothers in Arms. It's not an efficient way to play when you could be, running them with, like, faster repairs or snapshot or smooth ride or something like that. Something that'll actually help you more and more and more as it gets trained up. Yeah, doing a lot of talking. I should probably do a little more playing. See, all these people running around in mutzes, I have to try it out eventually myself, but let's see if I can get myself into a mutz game. I get a loop of you calmly talking for 3 hours so I could not kill people at school. Well, if that's the sort of things that's at stake, I'm sure I could, but I would have to ask you to refrain from doing that in the first place anyway. Unfortunately, all the mutzes are on our team, but oh well. There's still plenty of mutzes to shoot at. The more I play this tank, the more I like it. It's a fun tank. It's even more fun when you sort of figure out the ammo. A lot of people will just load straight heat in this, and that is the more efficient way to play if you just want to make damage and shit. You won't make any money, and you'll get those weird bounces where you try to shoot someone's road wheel, and you'll blow their road wheel off, but you'll get no damage. But generally speaking, you really gotta fling heat on this if you want to make like 2 barrel rings at least. Like I haven't been able to get to my 2nd barrel ring on this, which has really annoyed me. But I try to run AP whenever I can, so that's kind of nerfing myself in that sense. Like for instance, if I was really going for full efficiency here, I would have loaded heat first, because if I run into that FV215 or even the E75, I might have trouble penning them. All the other tanks on their team, though, they're actually pretty safe for penning with AP. Like this E75, if I have to take a shot at him from this distance, I don't... Oh my. Oh dear. Alright, I think this is not a flank I'm winning anytime soon. I gotta hope that Mr. Arty isn't paying attention, or I'm in deep shit. Push into that. I don't know. But if he's going, I'll go. Okay, the FV's up there, so I can drive past this road. This guy's already lost a third of his hit points, though, so that doesn't bode well for us. I can't afford to waste my shot on the Mutz or the FV. Oh dear. Right. Alright. It's a disaster, boys. Bloody DS. What does that mean? You know what well, I don't think HE would have gone through him. Like, oh, I should have loaded HE for this guy, but I don't think I could do 300 damage to him with HE now that I think about it. I should have loaded heat, though. He's going to come around the corner and blap me, and it's going to be painful. Can't aim down far enough. Haha, got him. I'm not feeling so brave now, are you, Mr. E75? Big Papa Germany's come back. Fuck law. Alright, I'm just loading heat. That's why you run Spall liner right there, ladies and gentlemen. Mutz is probably gonna come around. Oh my god, come on. I don't need this. Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. Haha. Suck my dick. Oh, what? gonna get away. Shit. Not a damn thing I can... What? Oh no, there's another one? I'm so fucked. Oh, fuck off. They're just gonna kite me now. If I look in one direction, one will shoot me. If I look in another, the other will shoot me. There's nothing I can do. Gotta hope that one drives in front of my gun, basically. Arrgh. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna bounce the C-75 shot. Never mind. Oh, here comes the heat. Oh, man. Game is hard. Right. So where do we stand? I don't like the positioning here. I think the enemy has better positions. We do have two autoloaders, and they have a lot of burst damage. Oh, that's stupid. Don't do that, French tank. Don't drive in front of him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, he's an idiot. They're both idiots. Alright. She should not have done that. Now he has no hit points. Totally not worth it. He might have just thrown the game there. Yep, that was game. Oh well. It's always painful when you put in a heroic effort and that shit happens, but... that's one of the few lines I have not ground up, is the Russian medium line. And I regret it to this day, because I'm never going to get into a big clan because of that. All they want is Russian mediums. You know, that's whenever you talk to a clan about getting recruited, and it's like, well, we need meta tanks, and meta tanks are Russian mediums, so if you don't have a Russian medium, then forget it. But no, that is the one line I haven't ground up, so I don't have a lot of experience with them. Generally speaking, they're just general purpose mediums, so what would be a good equivalence? The closest thing I could think of, and this is going to sound a little odd, would be something like these mid to upper tier German mediums, stuff like the Panther II, the Indian Panzer, the E50. The armor's a little different, and they've got more of, you know, like sniper guns. They're a lot more accurate, but the whole role of a general purpose medium is the same. So, yep, that's a defeat. I'm trying to think, what kind of premium tank would be most like the Russian mediums? I suppose in design the T-54 Mod 1 is, but I don't think that would play like any of the Russian mediums. If they still have the Type 59, I would say buy a Type 59. That's where you'll learn how to play a Russian medium. So... I don't know how you can be good in the 140 and not the T62. They're pretty much the same thing. You know, parse some stats here and there. Well, if I recall correctly, the T62A is a little more well protected, especially when hull down. You don't have that the what I call the bald spot on top of the roof, so you can take advantage of hull down positions a lot more, I would think. Now, I haven't gotten a chance to actually play this yet because I've been trying to avoid tier 8 as much as I can, but let's see. I'll stick my E50M crew in there. Well, she's got fucking controlled impact. These guys have camo. I'll stick this crew in there. This will be good. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. I'm gonna be honest, I've just been indiscriminately shooting down friend requests a lot recently. I've gotten so many of them since the Unicum guides took off, and I've just, you know, it's gotten to the point where I don't even try, I haven't even tried to weed them out, and I just start shooting them down, basically. Wow, this thing's quick. If this thing's anything like the Indian Panzer, I'm gonna love it. I loved the Indian Panzer. It was one of my favorite grinds to go through. Patton KR is quite quick too. He's keeping up with me. Alright. YOLO, Allahu Akbar, etc. Oh dear. Scary tanks. Evasive maneuvers. Back up. Oh, what? Oh, come on. Fuck off. Very accurate gun, this. One of the things I love about loved about the Indian Panzer is you can pull off these little snapshots. One of the things I love about the low is you can pull off these little poke snapshots. I think I may have overcommitted a bit here. I thought my team would play a little more aggressively than they have, and they're still not moving up, so I'm gonna take a shot on this guy, because what the hell? Oh, fuck. Look at that, you just whip around the corner and blast them. I'm gonna go for it. Haha. Oh, I can see why everyone's playing this tank. It is a nice tank. Try and get up this here hill. Look at that. Fully on the move. No, the Mutz has, it's been released since, well, last night, basically. Everyone's getting it as a rental, and I need to go to back to base. Holy shit. Alright, other Mutz, get out of the way. Sweet. Now, this is where I throw the game, because I take the most direct route over to the base instead of the smart route. God, this thing is so quick. I'm actually going to be completely fine because this thing's so fast. I just rush across the middle like this. I can easily see this becoming one of my new favorite premium tanks. This is really fun to play. Oh, cool. They just told me the M46 is AFK, so we're actually gonna. He is. Where's my team? I'm dead. Why did nobody else go back? I went back because I thought someone would give me sniper support or someone would go back with me, and nobody else went back. What is this Mutz doing? You're not stuck, you dilt. Get your ass in there. Go. Alright, we're fine. This guy should be able to come back and reset. Alright, we're Gucci, I think. Yeah, we're good. We're all good in the neighborhood. This guy's gonna do the retard rushing thing again, because I guess that's what Type 59 players do. Alright, that's game. Is this Emperor's Hand guy even on my friends list? He is. I don't know who the hell this guy is. He just keeps sending me fucking detachment requests, and I'm actually about to remove him because it's getting annoying. Yeah, I could play the Lee. Yeah, I just don't understand all the hate. I mean, I understand that, like, it has a bad reputation, you know, because that Jingles video basically tarnished the shit out of it. But, I mean, like, I was playing with Rita today, and she got called a fucking idiot just for driving the Lee, and I don't understand that. Well, the Matilda does have an overpowered gun, sort of. The problem is just the package it's part of. Like, that gun would be fine on a lot of tanks at Tier 4, but the fact that it's on this super well-armored gargantuan of a tank that has almost no weak spots is what makes it ridiculous. But as far as gun versus gun goes, I would go with the Lee's. Again, the Matilda has good pen and a really nice rate of fire, but it doesn't have the alpha, and this has much better DPM. The DPM on this is actually ridiculous. Like, I can delete this guy in like 2 seconds. Oh, what? Alright, if I don't low roll, I can delete that guy in 2 seconds. So there, gone. Tier 3. Gone. And yeah, that guy was stupid. He was just sitting there. But even if he had shot me, he would only have taken a fraction of my hit points off, and I still would have deleted him in, like, no time. And this is another thing you want to do. This is probably not the best example of it, because my turret's poking up. But you want to poke around, around left-hand corners like that. Ow. Alright, so this is a problem. He can shoot down on me, which means he's going to shoot into my turret, like that. So I'm going to get up as close as I can to the hill here. I think I might just go straight in on him. Oh, fuck. Where the hell did he come from? Where did all these fuckers come from? So I'm just auto-aiming right now. Something you can get away with in this tank. Fuck off! Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Alright. I mean, I probably shouldn't have gone in so deep, since all of my team is fucking camping this ridgeline here. But even then, I still did reasonably well. It just goes to show you how much damage this thing can put out that quickly. I mean, despite the fact that I was surrounded, I was able to take out two. I was able to, like, bring the Valentine and Panzer 38T down in their hit points. To the point where our team could still probably win this if they play this carefully. Unfortunately, this BT-7 Arty has never heard of aiming, so he's just going to keep driving in circles around this guy, aiming his dirt gun. And the Su-76M is not helping. I don't know what this guy's doing. You have a dirt gun. You need to get quite close to him to hit him. Die here. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna watch this. Tier 4 is too cringy for me. Alright, that's it. Emperor's Hand. I've had enough. Fucking spamming me with invites. I'm gonna have to wait for that to come out of battle, but you know, that just shows what the League can do if you drive it correctly. And if you don't get surrounded, you can put out a lot of damage very quickly. Well, I mean, Rita's NA account really is just it's just for screwing around. So the stats are pretty padded because, you know, she plays the shit out of like things like the T67 and the E25, but and she's not a Unicum player, but she's not an idiot. She you know, thinks things through. She's actually, you know, that's the real measure of a good player. Like, for instance, she was capping out in one of the games we were playing, and I didn't recognize her at first because I was, you know, running around in the spectator mode so much, you know, just going from tank to tank. And I was comparing her to this other tank, like a 5100 on one-shot health that was on the cap, and Arty was taking, you know, pot shots at the cap, and you know, I'm like, this 5100 should go where the Arty last shot, because he's not going to shoot there again. And instead, he was just running around like a headless chicken, and if any of the mediums of the enemy team had come up and spotted him, he would have died, because he was on one-shot health. Whereas Rita, she chilled in the back of the cap, didn't move. The only time she moved was to go to one of the spots where Arty had shot, so that she wouldn't get shot by Arty. So it's just, you know, little things like that, you can tell if somebody's, you know, actually putting thought into the game or not. Oh dear. I have overcommitted quite a lot. I don't know why I'm here. have to wolf pack this tiger here. Oh, what? No way that bounced. I'm gonna track him just to keep him still, because I gotta get the fuck out of here. That is not how you poke a corner into super bursting. That you can, if you have a decent shot at a super bursting drive wheel, you will pen and you will make him very sad. Just hold him in place, keep penning him basically. Let this guy get out. I think I'm gonna man up though, because that super Pershing's on low health. We can take this tiger together. Uh-oh. So much for that. Alright, but I have better DPM than this guy, but I'm getting shot by too many people. I'm gonna do as much damage as I can. I brought him down pretty low. A lot of people underestimate this tank, it's so weak, but if you go sit there and just trade hit points with it over and over again, you lose a lot of health. That Mutz was on full health when he came around the corner. Now he was on 330, and now he's in one-shot range. So don't charge an STA-2 unless you want to look like an idiot, or unless you have, you know, the armor to do it. I could play the Japanese Tiger. I'm not terribly good at it though. I'm not convinced it's a terribly good tank, actually, to be honest. But yeah, I could give it a shot. Guy who camped the base obviously did more damage, but I did, in the few minutes I was alive, I managed to do 800 damage as the Lee. But, you know, here is the reason why we lost. Everything down here with 100 or less damage. But, you know, tier 4, what can you expect? I'm going to be shooting at Mutzes in this thing, aren't I? No. Interesting. Now this technically isn't a Windows XP skin, this is Windows Classic, so this is more akin to Windows 95, 98, or 2000. Now this is interesting. I have an OI. How much pen do I have? I think I can get through that OI with gold in the front, but regular AP, forget it. Can't remember if I am running Spall Liner on this or not. I am playing full screen, it's just I still have the window frame around it. And I like that because I can tab out into, like, you know, into Google Chrome or something like that when I'm dead or when I'm not, you know, playing the game, but I don't want to close the game up. No one's taking this lower road, so I'm going to do that. Generally speaking, you want to take this upper road. Up here where all my allies are, but there is nobody at this lower road right now, so I'm going to take this. This is a lot more of a dangerous spot. If you go too far out, you expose yourself to snipers. You're definitely exposed to artillery. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck me. That's not what I wanted to see. He's just gonna drive up to me and just dirt me for all my health. Oh, he doesn't have the dirt gun. I hate dirt. Fucking tier 5s. I've gone too far forward. I was kind of hoping I could wrap around these guys and help my team out, but I'm gonna angle for this guy so he does less damage. Oh, who put that rock there? Seriously, what the fuck? Why am I stuck on this thing so bad? Oh, come on. Really? I don't need this. Get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way, please. Thank you. Alright, things are not going good. Fortunately, one of the people who are up on Upper Road has dropped down the Lower Road here. And they have control of Upper Road, so that means they're basically going to win the flank. Is what's going on. Hells and bells. I don't like this tank. Not a lot. I thought the OI's turret had the same amount of armor as the rest of the front of it. I thought the only weaker areas were the sides. No, I'm not going to rename my guides to the Blue Guide. It's a joke. The name's a joke. I mean, yeah, I put helpful information in them, but it has nothing to do with what my rank is. And if you're curious to know, I did have purple stats at one time, but I actually, you know, I just said fuck it with RNG, or not RNG, with WN8. Because I didn't enjoy playing the tanks that made my WN8 high. I didn't enjoy playing the way that made my WN8 high. You know, and doing things like playing artillery has just fucking ruined it. I'm running on pretty lowish settings right now, just because I'm, you know, because I want it to run well on stream. Let's see what I'm at right here. That and my graphics card's kind of cheap, and of course World of Tanks doesn't support multi-core, so you know, I think I've got like, yeah, single anti-aliasing, high texture quality because that doesn't use up a lot of resources and it makes things look nice, but the effects and lighting and shadows are all on low. You want to have at least low for the lighting and shadows, or everything looks really fucking weird. Like, you know, it looks eye-piercingly bright if I turn off the lighting and shadows. So you want to have that on, at least, if you can. And then everything here I've got, you know, I've got turned down pretty far. I might be able to turn some of those up, but I want things to run smoothly on stream, so let's see if I can do better this time. RNG can affect WN8. I mean, the biggest things that affect WN8 are what tank you play and how you play it. And some of that can translate into it's reading your skill, and some of that can translate into you play a certain way that favors WN8. Like, if you want high win8, you need to get a lot of damage, and you need to play things like mediums and light tanks. I mean, obviously there's certain differences within different classes. You know, some tanks have higher expected win8 than others. Tanks that people generally do bad in will have a very low expected win8. Light tanks tend to have a very low expected win8. Win8 does not take into account assist damage, which is probably my biggest gripe with it. The one thing I can't stand about it. I don't know if it's because they can't get it from like the API or something, but to have a metric for skill that doesn't take into account assist damage is just a load of bogus to me. Because not all players are damage makers. Some people are support players. Some people are the kinds of people who tank up shots, the kinds of people who go out and get things spotted. And I don't know if I could consider myself that way, that kind of player. It depends on what tank I'm playing. But, you know, there are certain players like, if any of you have heard of Battlecruiser, he's in Villain. He hasn't really been active for a while, but, you know, he's always the tank. He's always the guy who goes out there and takes damage. And there is some skill in doing that correctly. You gotta know how to survive, you gotta know how to basically stall people long enough so that you can allow your team to get in and make damage to them. Oh, come on. Those ELCs, man. Very difficult to hit. But yeah, it's a very narrow-minded way of judging skill is the problem with win8. That, and, you know, there's things like you don't get shit for win8 if you play Arty. Like, What Labs has always seemed to have this thing against Arty, and so, you know, you have to really, really do well to get good win8 at Arty. The T1 is... It's been a long time since I played it, but back when I played it, it was pretty good. And I'd imagine it's still pretty good now. It's less of a heavy and more of a medium heavy, which is something that not a lot of people are very good at playing. I find that the medium heavy just role is something that a lot of people fuck up on. The whole idea of like a support brawler. You can play it as a frontline brawler if you're like top tier and there's a lot of weak guns on the enemy team. But in tier 6 games, in tier 7 games, in games when there's a lot of like KV1s or KV220s, you're going to have to play as a support brawler. And it's pretty good for that. You can sort of play the role of a medium and a pocket heavy tank at the same time. Well, you know, you probably didn't get shit for win8 because, like I said, spotting damage is not taken into account. So you can spot all you want, but you won't get shit for win8 for it. Which really is a shame. Because you can very easily swing the game to your team's favor just by being a good spotter or good, you know, good at doing assist damage. Son of a bitch. Yeah, this is a really bad map for the Lee. Like, this is just all hill fighting. There really isn't much, and I'm tier 4 in a tier 6 game. There's not a whole lot I can do. But oh well. I mean, I did okay, all things considered. Well, no, actually I did terrible, but I didn't expect myself to do good in the first place. Like, this is actually a worst case scenario kind of game. But oh well. Yeah, the T1 is very long, but you have to keep the front stuck towards them. I don't have the 3002M anymore. I used to have it. It was a long time ago. I ground through that a long time ago. I ground through that basically. To put in perspective, this is back when the 3001H was a tier 6 medium and had the small-term Panther turret with the short 88 in it. That's how long ago I had that tank. And I got the 3002M when they split that tank into the tier 5 heavy piece of shit that it is right now, and the tier 6 medium for the Panther line. But yeah, it's been a long time since I played that tank. It wasn't a bad tank, if I recall correctly. It was, it was a typical German medium. It was, had some armor, reasonably accurate, big, not that fast, but, fast enough. It was like a general purpose medium that was a little better at sniping. Message from Rita. Oh no, this is I was spamming her. I loved the old 3001H back when it was a medium. I mean, yeah, it was a completely historically inaccurate, mishmash of a tank, but damn did I love that thing. I mean, the turret on it was just so strong, you could go hull down and people couldn't do shit to you. So I would drive up real close to people, poke over a hill, and then just blast them with the short 88, and they would shoot back and do nothing because they couldn't do shit. Alright. Let's try this big piece of shit again. Why not? You can't sub my, my Twitch channel? I'm almost certain you can. I've had other people tell me that they're following me right now on Twitch. I mean, I don't have panels set up on the bottom down there, but I do not have a KV1S. Patton KR. Patton KR is pretty good. Patton KR it's basically the STA2. Like, same deal as the STA2, more or less, except with APCR instead of heat. The trade-off with that tank, I find, is you get better AP rounds, like better regular rounds, but not as good gold rounds. So that's all there really is to that tank versus like an STA2. Same playstyle, same sort of thing. So if I were ever to make a Unicum, I wouldn't ever make a Unicum guide on that because, like I said, it would just be watch the STA2 guide, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna keep switching to the Lee till I finally get a good game in that. I mean, Matchmaker hasn't been kind to me with the Lee in those last two games. First I got the team that camped, and then I got the bottom tier on the absolute worst map for a Lee ever game. The KR isn't that slow. It's typical, like, American medium, like, it's fast downhill, basically. Like, if you're climbing a hill, it's gonna go slow, but if you're on flat terrain or you're going downhill, it'll be reasonably maneuverable. So, I think I'm just gonna cover this flank, because I am a baby tank. I'm a babby tank, can't do anything, and I want to make sure my allies don't get shot in the ass, so. Move up, but I don't know. Well, they don't have any snipers. Nobody plays snipers anymore. Well, who am I kidding? Oh, that KR is no longer supporting them, so. First shot damages turret. We're off to a good start. Keep angling like this, maybe. He's got a really shitty gun. He's just struggling. Ow. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a comet. Oh, I am fucking dead. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to move up. That was a... I mean, you know, I knew it was a stupid idea, but again, like, I'm just a fucking baby tank, so... If I can make them waste their time shooting at me, that's more time for our tier 8s to, you know, actually do things that could win us the game. Like, I got that comet killed. He's dead now. Just because I managed to track him and catch him out in the open like that. So, not bad, I suppose. Not a great way to play, honestly, but I don't know. It's not a very good tank. It's kind of all you can do in a game like this. You can't pen anything. No, I'm not saying you should suicide, but like you should still try. But you can kind of YOLO a lot more as a low tier. You know, you can take risks that you wouldn't normally want to take because you're an expendable tank. So, like, yeah, I took a big risk there because I was thinking, well, if nobody's there, I can get around the T150 and the T28-2 and shoot them in the ass. But, you know, there were a bunch of tanks there, and the risk didn't pay off, you know? So you can go for these high-risk, high-reward things that you wouldn't really normally go for in a valuable tank. But, you know, what you saw there was basically when you go for a high-risk, high-reward thing, and it doesn't work, you end up dying. But, like I said, when you're a low-tier tank, it's not a big deal. It's like, oh no, we lost our tier 6 heavy tank in a tier 8 game that can't do anything. Oh dear. Hopefully I'll get a decent game this time. Let's see. I do have the Panzer 58 Mutz. I do not have the T28 concept. Or wait, no, I do have the concept. Yeah, I have the I thought you were talking about the prototype. I have the concept. I could play that later. That's one I'm actually decent in. I like that tank. Now, here is a game I can do very well in if I play correctly. Again, not a terribly great map for the Lee, because it's all about hill fighting in the center here. But this is definitely workable. I can definitely... Like, what I'm probably going to do is go to, like, right here, down in DE2, and just poke around this corner here. Key to doing that, though, is getting across this road without getting shot, so I'm going to have to be quick about this. I have a good spawn for this, so I think I can just rush right across and I'll be fine. Oh dear. Alright, I'm fine. Sweet. And there's no Arty, so I don't have to worry about that. If this Locust comes full YOLO, I can punish him. Oh, come on, RNG. What is this shit? Oh, he's standing still for me. Nice. There we go. Next. People underestimate the Lee. This guy is fucking dead. I'll just rush that Lee there. I don't think he's gonna kill me. Oh dear. There's a lot of dying going on my team. Oh, fuck off. Fucking Panzer 1Cs. Come on, try it again. There goes half his hit points, just like that. That's what I love about the Lee. I'm gonna let this Matilda crest the hill. Now all the people who lost are crying and whining and throwing a fit. Just like typical World of Tanks players. Oh, this guy probably will kill me here. Oh, he's not looking at me. Not interested. More interested in my friend than the Matilda. This. Yeah, I'll go for it. If you ever want to crest a hill as a Lee, if you ever have to crest a hill as a Lee, this is the best way to do it, coming over it at an angle just like this. What is blocking me over there? Because when you come up at an angle like this, you kind of set your turret off to the side, so you're not showing that much over the crest of the hill. But again, cresting hills is something you want to avoid generally. And I'm low on hit points, so I am definitely going to chill back while my team does the rest. I'm just going to be a tank destroyer. Be careful, they can actually spot me through that train. Oh, come on. Shit, that guy's fucking dead. Or is he? Ooh. Well played, well played. Oh, whoops. You didn't see that. I'll just delete that from, like, the VOD. This Covenanter is a real jackass, but I might use his information anyway. I see nothing. I'm not gonna go after them there. Really? Come on, why am I not hitting him? What's in the way? I don't understand. What the fuck? I'm actually mad. What the fuck actually happened there? Was there a corpse there? You guys saw that shit, right? What the fuck happened there? Okay. That was... Alright, maybe this isn't a good time to showcase the lead, because I think this game actually wants me to fail, so I'm gonna change gears. I'm almost certain I saw the shots going into him. Like, the odds of me missing him all those times in a row. I don't understand. I had the tank silhouette. I saw the shots going into him. I'm gonna have to look at that replay from, like, with one of those third-person view things. Because that was really fucking weird. Oh, I have been playing high tiers. I've been switching back and forth from, like, the Lee to the STA2. And someone requested the T28 HTC, so I'm going to do that now. And this is a great game for me right here. I don't think any of them can pen me frontally if I position myself correctly. And what you want to do with this thing is, your two weak spots are the big tumors on the sides, obviously. But you have a ton of traverse range. So you just poke around a corner and point your gun as far to the side as you can, and people can't do shit to you. Because then this guy's hidden behind your gun here. So like if I lock my thing there, you can see it's hidden completely by the gun. The one thing you have to be careful is you don't want to show too much of your road wheel. The road wheels do stick out a little bit, so you get a little leeway with that, but if you show too much of the road wheel, they'll be able to pen right where, they'll be able to pen your side armor there. But other than that, you are nearly invincible to anything at your tier from that angle. Careful for scouts here, but I can't exactly take the time to maneuver the long way, so I'll go around this way. I should be good. By the way, the crew I am running in this right now, it's all repairs, except for the driver. I am running clutch braking on the driver, because this thing does not turn fast at all. And I'd really like to help by sniping that flank. I don't want that flank to cave in, but the T29's over here. Alright. I might just use these guys to buy me time so I can snipe, and then, my fucking dumbass friend is messaging me. Alright, well, as soon as I get ready to snipe, there's nothing to snipe, so I guess I have to help these guys out. Well, I immediately regret my decision. I should have just gone straight in. Now these guys are going to die, and I'm going to have to fight this T29 alone. Deceptively fast in a straight line, though. This tank is pretty quick. It's just maneuvering you're going to have trouble with. Oh, and the Alpha's great. It's nice doing that much damage to a heavy tank of your tier. He is running. But I think I'm just going to get kited this game, because it looks like the other flank's collapsing, and I'm never going to get there in time. And this guy's just going to play ring around the retard with me. right here, I'll have shots on both sides. Oh, come on. Fuck it. Going for it. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna pressure their cap. I think I can make it there in time. Looks like we've got a pretty good defense holding out, so I'm going to push into their cap. I might start running gas in this thing. Could come in handy. Yeah, I think we got this. We've got all our sevens still, so we got this in the bag. Didn't really contribute much, but that's what happens when you're in a slow tank. Sometimes you just get to the battle too late to be helpful, and when you finally get to the battle, there's only one thing to shoot at. I could have gotten there sooner if I didn't try to snipe, but I would have made maybe one shot of difference, and whoa, what the fuck are you doing back there? He has not noticed me though. He's not a very aware person. That puts me in an interesting position. He's never going to pen me in a million years, but now he's just going to play the ring around the retard with me. If I reloaded a little bit sooner. Oh, he's not clever. Oh. Driving forward, driving forward. I didn't think they'd be over that far. That guy could have fucking nailed me. Ha ha ha! Spall liner! Oi, 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 I am dead. Alright. Gotta back up. Backing up. Backing up. Oh, you little fucker. Good job camping at the back of the fucking base the entire game. You got to farm me, you're so good. Piece of shit. Kill this fucker. Kill this greedy little fucker. Oh, come on, kill him. Really? Kill him. Jesus. Lol, I camped in the back and farmed kills. Lol. No, this isn't test server. I don't run XVM. I don't run any mods except for Battle Assistant. Yeah, I run completely vanilla. I suppose I don't hate anyone who runs mods, but I sort of have an objection to them. The policies Wargaming has towards mods in this game are way too lax. The fact that, you know, banned mods like Warpack and things like that are, you know, in such common circulation is fucked up. I'm recording at the resolution of my screen, I think, which is... What is my resolution? Hold on a second. think it's 1680 by like 1024, something like that. 1680 by 1050. So, and then I've got my second monitor, which is my old CRT monitor. I do like the STA2. I like the M4A1 Rev as well. Not doing terribly well on them today, but I doubt they managed to get rid of that. I'm sure they might have gotten rid of like the original iteration of it, but even if they did, I wouldn't be surprised if they found a way around it. I mean, the thing about, I don't think mods really have much of a place in this game. If you look at a game like Dota, I think you can mod Dota, I think, but it's a lot more restricted to what you can do. There's certain things I'm pretty sure you can't do without, like, doing VAC bannable mods. But people get away with far too much with the mods in this game, is what I'm saying. I was watching my stream. Huh. I shouldn't be doing this. I could get shot. Probably isn't the best way to play this tank. I don't have a lot of gun depression. Pro snapshot. Oh, come on. Yep, no gun depression. Really hate how far out this hill goes here. Like, if you're a tank with no gun depression, you have to go so wide around the hill. It really fucks you over. I can't do anything. If I go around the corner, the fucking M103 and the Mutz start shooting me. And that right there is why I said the Rev is not a sniper tank. Pro auto aim snapshot. That is a problem, though. Too many people in the retard forest. We lost. Shocks me that even after all the changes they made to this map, people still want to go into the forest of idiots. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. No hope at brawling an M103, that's for sure. I tried. Oh, fuck me. Not a thing I could do. If our T30 platoon had gone to the actual flank that matters, then this wouldn't have happened. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming. I am starting to get a little tired, so I might stop soon. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night because I ended up downloading Fractured Space and playing that for like yeah, 3 or 4 hours in the morning. So that's a fun game, by the way. I don't know if they're still giving it out for free on Steam, but it's a good game. And yeah, you really have to like not give a fuck about this game to play it without, play it and not go insane. Because yeah, the RNG and the teams aren't great, and the meta sucks. The meta sucks massive donkey balls. I mean, with all the fucking corridors and everything, a lot of the game has just boiled down to drive to the corridor, drive in front of people, and shoot them. Like, that's what I did on that last game, because there really wasn't anything else I could do. There's really not much anything you can do in a lot of the maps. You know, as many problems as something like Prokhorovka has, I've actually come to like it just because, you know, you can actually work left to right in that map. You know, it's not just drive straight and shoot. Who remembers this spot in the original Red Shire? Remember when this used to be a sniper spot? Again, this is Windows 7. I'm just running the classic scheme because that's the one I like. Yeah, they said they're supposedly going to start removing the corridor maps. This is something they should have been doing months ago. Honestly, I really hate the fact that Wargaming is afraid to make major balancing changes to their game. One of the reasons that the competitive scene in this game isn't taken seriously is because the best players are the ones who can basically play the meta that everyone understands already. It's not the people who push the envelope or try to think out new strategies or things like that. It's just people who can, best hand-eye coordination, basically. Who can play the mediums the best, things like that. And that's really a shame, especially when you compare to something like Dota, which has probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, competitive scenes in video games. That game changes, the meta changes, like, they have major changes to the meta, like, every half a year at least. You know, the guy who's in charge of that game, watches the pro games and sees what's effective and what isn't. And he'll nerf what's effective, he'll buff what isn't, he'll rework things that people have completely discarded. And what it makes for is a much more dynamic game, a game where the best pro players are the people who can, who can think things out the best, who can think of new strategies, who can basically just think outside the box. This is a dumb shot to take. Yeah, that wasn't ever going to hit. Spotting anything I can shoot. I tried. Don't think this is going to be a good game for me. I'm getting tired. I'm not playing very well. I wonder if that'll hit. Ooh, that did hit. That might have gone in, actually. Oh well. We're still staring down this T110E4. Relocate here. Come on, stay still, please. Stay still, you fuck. Whatever. Yeah. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to start taking blind shots at Cap. Or not. Come on. Oh, don't do this. Fucking French Arty. Well, I'm guessing he's gonna be back there. Everybody uses that as a hiding spot. I guess not. I can still reset this. If that Waffenträger gets back there in time. Come on, Waffenträger. Spot them. No, don't fucking... There's a guy on the Cap. Oh my god. Him stopping to shoot there might have just lost us the game. Typical Waffenträger player. Oh, I got him. Out of my traverse range. Not like I was loaded anyway. Come on, move forward, spot him. Do what I can to him. Oh my. Oh, alright. That was quite an odd exchange there. Oh, they killed each other. Alright. I thought the Bat Chat killed them. Like, what the fuck happened there? spotted. Fucking Waffenträger. Oh, he's right out of my traverse range. But I think this guy is going to be right here. I don't think that 263 will see me here, but gotta be careful nonetheless. Oh, so fucking close. Do I get the kill secure here? Oh, I think I do. Oh, come on. How many shots is that I, like, hit people who my team just barely managed to kill a second earlier? It's getting a little frustrating. I don't feel like I'm contributing a lot when doing that. Whoa. I was not expecting that. Oh, that was a dumbass shot. Now I'm just getting impatient. I've had so many shots where I barely missed, you know, nuking them. I'm just getting impatient now. Oh no, that's bad. That's very bad. Alright. I wasn't paying attention to where that guy was doing. Oh my god! I could have just thrown the game there, I think. Should have been looking at the FV. Alright, if I can kill this guy, that's game over. Hey, the one meaningful shot I landed the whole game. I am not a good Arty player, boys. Alright, this guy's fucking dead. Goodbye. Whoa. You're not juking me. Oh, come on. Alright, so was anybody counting, like, how many times I fucking blasted dead tank corpses because I was just a hair too slow? I actually would have lost money that game if I didn't have a premium account because I fucking fired off so many rounds. That's a heartbreaker. Arty boys. I do not have a 1-2-1. But if you want me to play a tier 10, I have 3 German tier 10s. This is the one I like to play the most, so I will play this. I see things are starting to slow down on the server. It's taking a while to get games. Come on. Now this is interesting. Oh, there's mutzes. I hope I get to shoot those mutzes. I will be a very happy German refrigerator tank if I get to shoot those mutzes. Yeah, that's the thing about Arty is, I mean, yeah, there are good Arty players and bad Arty players, but even the good ones are going to get fucked by RNG because, you know, that's what Arty does to people. Also, I should have gone the long way around. I could lose a lot of hit points to snipers here. Poor choice on my part. I should be going up north where all those mutzes are. I just gotta clench my anus and hope nobody spots me. What am I stuck on? Here we go. I'm gonna risk getting Arty'd here. There, I need to angle. What are you doing here? I'm in E100. Let me take the corner, please. Thank you. This guy's probably still going to pen me, just by nature of being an E4. He can just camp that corner all the livelong day, and there's nothing I can do about it. I gotta wait for him to either shoot or fuck off. Well, he shot. Come on, where are you? Oh, that didn't go in? It was kind of a shitty angle, but they have paper side armor. I'm kind of disappointed that didn't go in. An accurate fuck. Interesting. Ah ha ha ha. Bounced them. Uh-oh. Oh, I see you there, friend. I'm not stupid. Oh, that's unfortunate. E110E4 is overcommitted. Don't drive in front of me, friend. Don't. Why? You fucking mongoloid. Fuck you, dude. Alright, I know, that's a dick move, but fuck this guy. That T110E4 could be on fucking 400 health right now if it weren't for this E75. Like, what the fuck? Fucking moron. And nobody's done anything about this Skoda. This is a shit show. This is a fucking shit show. I'm gonna risk taking a hit from this fucking E4 because I need to get my gun in the game. Fucking retard proof. Hey, you know how you got that E100? Well, I have an E100 with like 1,000,000 pen and even more turret armor. Blah, 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 blah. I need to load heat or I'm not gonna go through him. I have... Oh my fucking god. Nothing I can fucking do. We won this somehow, but I wasn't a part of it. Yeah, I'm not playing good right now. I'm just tired. I should probably stop playing. I'm tilting and I'm doing really, really poorly because of it. Also, who joins my stream just so they can fucking say, "Ooh, I hope you lose." That'll show them. Like, who is this small dick fuck? He's going into the pond. Going tilt is not the best though. I just get angrier and play worse, and because I play worse, I fuck up more and get even angrier, and it's just... It is, it's a vicious cycle. $966 damage. Yet not a great game. This is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to, like, run AP, but I should have just loaded straight heat for that T110E4. Although, I would have gotten a shot in if Captain Dumbass in the E75 didn't fucking drive in front of me and block my shot. Like he did a couple times that game. But yeah, I think I'm done. Like I said, I'm just tilting and getting angry, and I'm not playing well. But I'll probably... Rita's going to be streaming again Wednesday, so I'll probably be on her stream again. It's almost midnight. I'm normally not tired at this time, but like I said, I didn't get any sleep last night. I was up all night playing Fractured Space, so... That, and I've been playing World of Tanks for something like 4 or 5 hours straight now. So, yeah, sorry about that. It's just, well, I'll have the VOD up. So, if you want to watch that, the video on demand will be going up about as soon as I end this, so... The, what's the Doom bus? Is that E100? Oh, it's, Arty, yeah. Well, there should be a follow button on there. I know a lot of people have the sub button and everything, but I don't have everything set up. But there should be a follow button on here. But, you know, until then, if you can't find anything or if there isn't a follow button for whatever, just say if you're subscribed to my YouTube, I post a video on my YouTube every time I start streaming. So you'll know that way. So yeah, I'm gonna sign out. Thanks to everyone who showed up, and like I said, I'll be on Rita's stream Wednesday at sometime past 6. I get done work at 6, so 6:30, something like that. I'll Eastern Standard Time. I will start streaming with her. So, oh, and yeah, I don't have donations set up. If you want to donate to me, I have a Patreon account set up on my YouTube. You can either subscribe to that, or I have a PayPal link on the Patreon. So, peace, love, and Kappa.